In a quiet mountain village forgotten by time, where cherry blossoms whispered secrets to the wind, lived an old monk named Ryōjin, known not for his words, but for his calmness that stilled even storms. He was once a warrior, fierce and restless, but he had long traded his sword for silence and his battles for inner peace. Yet, behind his serenity was a story untold. Years ago, Ryōjin had been plagued by a restless mind, racing thoughts, anger, fear, and endless noise. He sought control and power and victories in the world outside, but never found peace. One day, after losing his most trusted friend in battle, he wandered into the mountains, broken and defeated. There, he met a mysterious hermit who asked him just one question. If your mind were a wild horse, the hermit said, would you keep chasing it or learn to ride it? That question echoed in Ryōjin's soul and marked the beginning of his transformation. He stayed in the mountains, far from the world, and trained, not his body, but his thoughts. He watched the sun rise in stillness, listened to the breath of the forest, and battled no one, except himself. The mind, he learned, is like water. Stir it, and it becomes cloudy. Let it settle, and clarity returns. But stillness was not easy. It was war without swords, silence that screamed. Every morning, his thoughts attacked him with doubts, regrets, and fears. But instead of fighting them, he observed. He watched, without judgment. And in that observation, something shifted. He realized he was not his thoughts. They were clouds passing through the sky of his awareness. And he was the sky itself, vast, still, and untouched. With time, the storms grew weaker. The mind, once a master, became a servant. And in that quiet victory, Ryōjin found something no battle ever gave him: peace. Years passed. Ryōjin returned to the village, not to fight, not to preach, but to live, as proof that even the most chaotic mind can find stillness, and even the most shattered soul can heal. Villagers noticed the change. Children played near him without fear. Troubled souls sought his presence, not for answers, but for the calm that answered everything. One young man, tormented by anxiety, once asked Ryōjin how he silenced the chaos. And Ryōjin simply drew a circle in the sand. He pointed to the center and whispered, "This is where you are. The storms spin out here." Then he pointed to the edges, "But peace lives here, in the center. Return here every time." That circle became a symbol across generations, a reminder that we all carry that center within us. A place untouched by fear, unshaken by thought. A home within the mind itself. Controlling your mind doesn't mean never having thoughts. It means no longer being ruled by them. It means being able to choose what to keep and what to let pass. It means recognizing that between the stimulus and your response, there is a space. And in that space is your power, your freedom, your peace. So whenever your thoughts scream louder than your spirit, remember Ryōjin. And remember, the stillest minds were once the most restless. But they chose not to run. They chose to return to center. The moral: he who masters others is strong, but he who masters himself is mighty. Peace is not found. It is made. In silence. In discipline. In choosing awareness over reaction. If this story touched something deep within you, take a moment to breathe, to pause, to return to center. Then, share this story with someone who needs it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and walk forward, not to chase peace, but to become it.